Welcome to Fearless and Unfiltered. Real talk, real challenges, and real wisdom from two badass BFFs that aren't afraid to say it like it is.
We're here to share stories that inspire, lessons that empower, and a whole lot of laughs along the way.
Get ready to get fearless.
Get unfiltered.
And get real with Carrie and Vicki. All right, welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to the Fearless and Unfiltered podcast with Carrie and Vicki. And if you notice, we've got an absolutely beautiful badass with us today. It's going to be a squelching kind of show. I want to introduce this absolutely beautiful person. Her name is Heather Peters, aka Bella, from the YouTube channels Heat 101. That's right. This fiery force in the world of spice. She has been capturing chili heads for many years with your bold passion of heat, and I love it. She's actually the brand ambassador for PuckerButt Pepper Company right here in Fort Mill, South Carolina, and known globally, which is awesome. They actually hold the Guinness World Record for having the hottest peppers. So kudos.
Thank you.
I love it. She was a star in Beauty World and education, which was really fun. But your passion led you to the Carolinas. So can't wait to hear all about this. She also has been showcased in her Grit on Netflix. We Are the Champions. Yes, this is a competition of international chili hotness, and you can actually, it's a contest. People from across the globe come to it, and her infectious energy and fearless palate. Actually, Heather inspires new generations of spice lovers, proving you can change your passion or chase your passion anytime you like, and it will ignite a lifelong happiness. Welcome in, Heather.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yes. So welcome to Fearless and Unfiltered with Carrie and Vic, and we're glad to have you here. But glad to get you on the show, not to mention the fact that it is probably a nice 100 degrees here in the Carolinas currently.
Oh, yeah.
So perfect day to have you on the broadcast for sure.
It's spicy and spicy.
Exactly.
And our AC went out in the studio, so we got box fans, and it was very suitable.
So since I kind of introduced you with PuckerButt, we'll get to that in a second. But I want to hear the story of how you came to the Carolinas as well.
Okay, it's totally insane.
Okay.
So basically, I was, my background's in education. Okay. So I have a degree in early childhood development. I was a teacher for years and years, but I've always had a love of beauty. So that spiraled into actually teaching makeup and skincare. And I entered the corporate world with a hobby of, just eating spicy stuff. I'm from Los Angeles, so I've always been able to eat spice. I grew up eating it. And so yeah, it was just something, it was a hobby, which, fun fact, my husband actually started our YouTube channel, and I didn't want anything to do with it at all. I thought he was totally insane. He won a one-chip challenge and a bag of chips and was like, you know what? I'm going to film myself eating this.
Nice.
And I'm like, he's like, you should do it too. And I'm like, absolutely not.
Great job, honey. I'm glad he got you going.
You go right ahead, right?
So this is Heat 101, which was born, I guess, then in LA.
Yes. Well, no, it was born in Ohio.
In Ohio.
Yes.
Okay.
So I moved from LA to Ohio, and that's where we formed that. But everybody in the spicy community knows Ed Curry, who is our owner. He's the mad scientist. He's the inventor of the world's hottest peppers. That's who I work for now at PuckerButt. So we idolized him when we started our spicy channel, and because my husband wore me down, and I was eventually gave in. And when we finally got to meet him, which was at a hot sauce expo, which happened, they have hot sauce expos all over the country.
Okay.
Which is super cool. There is Guinness World Record pepper eating contests at these. You can buy all of these amazing sauces and spices from all of these mom and pop companies that are just so much better than most store brands, honestly.
Right.
And it's just really, really cool. And that's kind of what started our journey with that. We just wanted to tell the world about hey, don't be afraid, try the spicy stuff. So Ed, turns out, was watching our channel, which excellent. I was like, oh my gosh, the chili king man knows who we are.
Wow.
That's awesome.
It was really, really cool. So he actually was watching us, and he extended an invitation to my husband and I. He actually invited my husband to come compete in a chili contest. But that's Ed. So he's vague, right? So he's like, yeah, you guys should like come down and like come to my contest and, you know, like eat some peppers. And I'm like, when? He was like, well, actually, I already entered you in the contest and it's like in 3 weeks.
Great
job, Ed.
I love it.
I was like, oh my God, I have a corporate job. I can't just up and leave. Like, what in the world? But it's Ed Curry. So I'm like, oh,
We have
crap.
to.
I got to make this happen.
Right.
So we came down here, and it's funny because it was one of our other coworkers, Tom, that's like, actually, I think Heather should compete because I kick my husband, Brandon. I kick his butt all the time in spicy stuff on our channel. So I ended up competing.
Nice.
Only I had no idea until we arrived here that this was getting filmed for Netflix or anything like that. I had no idea. I had no idea I was competing against some of my idols in the spicy community. So it was just a crazy turn of events, and I don't want to provide any spoilers, but I did really well because I'm all about girl power.
Yes, I love it.
And I told everyone, I'm like, look, I just want to beat the dudes. I'm like, I don't care how far I get. I just want to kick some guys' butts. So I pushed through. It was great. And then after that, within 6 months, Ed, our owner, invited my husband and I to move down here and come work for him.
What a dream job.
It's a total dream. I was in shock and awe. I still am, because it essentially was just this fun little hobby that my husband and I did, and it literally turned into a career.
So how long ago was that? When did you move down?
5 years ago. This is my 5th year here.
Yes, yeah. We're all transient locals. I think a lot of us are, for sure.
I love it here. So I love the Carolinas. Like, it reminds me of it kind of reminds me of where I grew up because the weather's super nice. Coming from Ohio.
What part of Ohio were you in?
Just outside of Cleveland.
Okay, I lived in Sharon, Pennsylvania, so right by Youngstown, Ohio.
Oh my gosh, cool. So I used to, when I was a corporate,
Quaker Steak and Lube.
Yeah.
I knew it.
Oh my God. Absolutely. Not a lot of people know what that is.
Right. I worked there. Everybody who's from Sharon, Pennsylvania, at least at some point in time in their life, worked at Quaker Steak and Lube. And then they started making franchises, and so now they're all over the world.
Yeah, we had one in our town.
Yeah, go ahead, girl.
I discovered one actually not too far out of Columbia, South Carolina, too. So if you guys want to go see what they're talking about, take a drive down Highway 77. You'll for sure find it. Well, Heather, okay, so I love the fact that you made it here.
Yeah.
PuckerButt actually it's world known. Yeah. And I just think that's so awesome because, like you said, Ed is a little bit of a mad scientist when it comes to growing and pepper consumption and pepper growing. And he literally figured out how to make this Reaper pepper, which then the Reaper was known worldwide, and it didn't stop there. He wanted to go even further with heat, right? Can you tell me a little bit about that?
I can. So kind of a really, really cool fun fact is Ed he didn't set out to create the world's hottest peppers. Actually, he started all this in his backyard. He just loves growing. He's a farmer, at heart. And so, and he loves this, and he's a scientist. He loves the science and is fascinated by the science of things. So, when he started cross-pollinating and crossbreeding peppers, they just ended up being hotter and hotter. And so this was kind of, I always say it's like a happy accident, although in my mind, Ed always plays 5D chess, so I feel like he kind of maybe knew that he was going to create something crazy, but also it just happened. And when he got into this, he actually was interested in the medical benefits of capsaicin in the body as it pertains to cancer research.
Wow.
Which is super, super cool because if you look statistically, there's been several studies done all over the world where different cultures and different parts of the globe, the places that are super close to the equator and have spicy food on the daily, tend to have
longer life.
Cancer rates.
That's interesting.
It's really interesting.
I gotta start eating hot peppers.
You do. And so I know kind of more well known is the cayenne pepper, that people use cayenne for a lot of health benefits. It's in a lot of creams and stuff. But what a lot of people don't realize is if you go into your local Walgreens or CVS and you look at your pain relieving creams, anyone with capsaicin in it,
that's what is in the peppers.
What makes peppers hot. I love you, Heather. You taught me something today. I love this. I see. This is where I love educating people on like anything and everything, and I'm super passionate about spice.
I love it. Well, that's why we're pulling you in on these kind of things, because we want our listeners to learn all about different things. And I know someone just learned something new today.
I love it.
Regarding this. So I like the fact that there is the medical benefit to it, but there's also this competition benefit to it.
Oh, yeah.
And I distinctly, okay, so here's how I tie into Heather in a long sort of way. So about 5 years ago, I used to work for WBT Radio, and Frank Garcia was at the WFNZ. He is a former Carolina Panther. And you guys were sponsoring, PuckerButt was sponsoring the Strawberry Festival, which happens every year here in Fort Mill, South Carolina. And we literally had to sign a disclaimer to be able to participate in this competition. So the two individuals that decided to compete was myself, okay, Vicki here, little girl, yeah, and then Frank Garcia, who's like a 250-pound football player. And I beat him.
Oh my God. That's right, girl. That's right.
So I kind of want to go into that lane, because you did say you're all about girl power, but apparently women have a benefit to actually eating some spice. Is that right?
It is correct.
Tell me about that.
So, yes, I am all about girl power, first and foremost. And actually, women have a much higher pain threshold and pain tolerance than men.
That makes sense.
So they tend to actually do very well when it comes to like competitive spice and competitive chili eating. There are several women now that are in that we call each other chili heads in the chili head community.
Okay.
That just they're absolute badasses. Like it is so amazing.
So I want to shout out to your idol. You said you actually competed with her, right, at this We Are the Champions Netflix competition? Okay, tell me about her.
Okay, so while we were doing our journey with Heat 101 and learning all about the spice world and all this, there was a woman that I came across her YouTube channel. Her name is Chili Sid. She is this.
Is that her real name?
That's her. That's how we knew her. Her name is
I love
Sid
it. Okay.
for sure.
Chili Sid.
Chili Sid. That's her name.
Shout out Chili Sid.
And she's just so awesome. And I started watching her videos, and I'm like in awe of her. I'm like, this woman is rocking everyone's world. All the big dudes up on stage that are like dying. She's just over here like chomping down. And I'm like, I want to be here when I grow up. Yeah. I was like, I really love her. And so when I got the surprise that I was invited to compete, I had no idea that Chili Sid was also invited to compete, nor that I was going to compete against her, my own idol. So I like fangirled and freaked out when I met her, and she's just the sweetest person ever.
I love it.
In person, she just hugged me immediately. She even knew who I was.
Right.
I'm like, how? I get weird.
The Heat 101 has its the Heat 101 has its views. So you got it. That's great.
It was really cool.
That's awesome. Well, let's talk about some tips. Are you guys actually, you're kind of the guru of marketing for them, the guru of getting the name out there. And I'm kind of excited about some of the cross promotions that I've seen in different places, not just at your facilities. So can we talk about how you came aboard with Ed, and then now you guys have grown this to something amazing? So
what is very, very cool is Ed is absolutely brilliant when it comes to marketing and where he wants to be, what he wants to be involved in. Ed's got a huge heart too, so he loves his community and loves our state. So he's got his hands in like everything and like wants people to just love spice like he does. Right. So he was doing this well before me. But when I came on board, I'm all about it, and I'm like a doer. I have to get things done, and I need them done yesterday. So like I try to go out, and I think it's important for every community because we're a South Carolina company and Ed invented these things right here. Yeah. It's important to kind of promote each other and get each other, like build each other's businesses up. So like, for instance, all the restaurants, I would love to, what we're trying and attempting to do, which you actually saw, Vicki, was do like a featured menu item using one of our sauces or something along those lines, to where we could tell people, hey, go to this restaurant. They're serving their mustard dill hot dog. That's what
I knew it was on one of them.
It was. I believe it's called the Fort Mill Dog, actually, which is super, super cool. But yeah, it's happening all over, and it's not just restaurants either. It's like coffee shops, because another thing people don't realize is sweet heat it absolutely works. I know when you think desserts or coffee or something like that, you don't necessarily think of spice, but it totally works if you give it a chance.
So what is sweet heat?
So sweet heat, there is currently only there was one company that started making spicy chocolate bars, and it was Lindt, and they used cayenne chili peppers to make like a spicy chili dark chocolate, right?
Okay.
And then it kind of evolved into a bunch of people started making spicy chocolates, and Ed's blood is capsaicin. I'm just going to say that. It is because he is day and night eating spicy. He is surrounded by it. When he grinds the peppers and stuff himself, and he is making all the sauces. So like he's like immune to the effects. It's crazy.
Wow.
So he actually puts our pure pepper oil tincture, which is basically a refinement of the chili oil from the hottest chilies in the world. He just puts a couple drops in his coffee.
Nice.
He just drinks it every morning, and it's just this really nice little sizzle. Like you don't gotta go crazy with some cream and sugar, and it just works.
See, I'm not a spicy person, but I'm interested now just because of the health benefits.
Yes, it is. So something else that most people may not know is capsaicin is an anti-inflammatory.
Okay.
So there's a lot of benefits.
Everybody start looking it up right now. We have the source for you to go to.
So tell us more about this cross-pollination and how the science behind it. I want to hear more about how do you breed peppers?
So everything I learned directly from Ed. And I have had a couple of different opportunities where I was really blessed to be able to learn like exactly from him what he does, and actually go and like film some things for our company, showing his process. So the way that cross-pollination works essentially is, so say you have one pepper and another pepper, and you like the characteristics of pepper A and pepper B, right? And you want to combine them. So you love the characteristics, like you like the flavor of pepper A, but you like the heat of pepper B. So each pepper plant, first and foremost, pepper plants are self-pollinators.
Okay.
That means they can actually pollinate themselves. They don't need our assistance.
Okay.
And then their nature pollinators are actually ants, not bees, where people always think of bees pollinating.
Right.
So it goes on down in the soil then? Is that what you're telling me?
The ants actually pollinate it. But so what you'll do is you'll take plant A and plant B, and the flowers, when they open up, you take the pollen from plant A and plant B, and you just go back and forth and put the pollen with a paintbrush. Ed uses a paintbrush. Oh, wow. So back and
Are we allowed to give out his secret? No, I'm just kidding.
Actually, we just filmed this. It's not a secret. So look,
Okay,
he's shown this
Thanks, Ed.
many times. But there are tricks of the trade. Like Ed has like a super green thumb where he could bring plants back from the dead, which I have never seen anything like it. So like I don't know.
It's funny you mention that. So he used to have this little bitty store on the main street of Fort Mill downtown. And he actually used to sell the peppers. So you could actually buy a plant. And I went in there one day and I'm like, it's kind of like a little sad. And he's like, oh, don't you worry. Just put it in the ground. That boy will be growing.
It's him.
And it does.
It does.
So his plants are actually magical too. So
Yes. And it's what's even crazier is, so when we first came here, I've been here about 5 years now. His reapers continuously get hotter. So I've had reapers from the first year we were here, and I've had reapers last year, and they were outrageously hot.
So the Reaper is the claim to fame, basically. That's the one he invented.
The Reaper is the first one that got the Guinness World Record for being the world's hottest pepper.
Okay, but now there's Pepper X. So was that a pollination miracle?
It was.
Okay.
It was.
So Pepper X is hotter than the Reaper now?
Yes.
Okay. And did it get in the Guinness World Record? Okay, cool.
It did. It got the record in 2023. We beat our own record.
That's
essentially.
That's
beat
fun.
his own record.
So now his mission, I'm sure, is to create Pepper Z to make it even hotter.
He's got it in development. He's got hotter.
That's awesome.
He has like an arsenal of crazy hot chilies like at all times.
He's an artist
He
of
is
the peppers.
An artist of peppers. We got to get Ed in here. Ed, shout out. Now, when Carrie mentioned she's not really a spicy person, but she wants to try it for now, the health benefits.
Yeah.
You guys actually have mild to wild. So
yes.
let's kind of talk about that, because don't be scared, ladies and gentlemen. If you're kind of a wimp, I'm going to call you that because I can handle a little heat.
Do we have like some samples?
We do.
We do. So let's talk through these. So there are some mild and mild to wilds.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Let's see how far you can go.
Okay, so we currently make a huge selection. We have about 80 different sauces that we make that range from very mild, which is like jalapeno heat level. So the way peppers are measured.
Very mild jalapeno.
That's mild. It's not a lot.
Listen, I'm a Texas Pete person. I don't know if I could go any deeper than Texas Pete, but I'll try them out. Okay, let's go.
Okay, so we start out at jalapeno. And in order to kind of give you a big picture of how hot we get, if a jalapeno, which peppers are rated by Scoville heat units or SHU, jalapeno ranges anywhere from like 5,000 Scoville heat units to 8,000.
Okay.
Our Carolina Reaper is 1.69 million.
Holy.
And Pepper X is about 2.6 million.
Oh my goodness.
And those are averages. So he's got hotter,
Right.
like of the Reaper and of Pepper X. So, but we do have something for everyone and all different flavors. And what Ed did, he came out with like 80 new sauces last year, and he went around the world. So like we have a British sauce, we have a Slavic plum sauce, we've got a Thai coconut, we've got our own version of a sriracha sauce. So we have this honey cinnamon sauce, which I brought for you to try.
Okay.
That's a mild. It's really, really good. I'll try that. Yeah. It's really good. So like there really is something for everyone at PuckerButt. And we just don't be afraid. Please don't be afraid of the spice. Try it. You will like it. You don't have to go crazy.
Right. You don't need to like douse it over everything. So you can just take like a little droplet and try it. So that kind of goes into my next question though, is what, like, some people used to say, don't drink water. Some people say, drink some milk. Some people say, go eat a cracker or a piece of bread to like knock the heat off. Is there really science and a tip behind this?
Okay, so I'm going to nerd out again for a second. It's like, I love this question.
I love nerds.
Okay, so I love this question. Really, the only thing that really, really helps is time. So there are a couple buffers that can help slightly neutralize heat. One being vinegar, the other being sugar or anything acidic. So like lemonade, lemon juice, lime juice, orange juice even, that can kind of help, but not by much. The reason milk helps is because milk has something in it called casein. That actually coats your tongue, but where the capsaicin from the spicy stuff that you eat, it penetrates your tongue deeper than the casein from the milk does. So when that wears off, it becomes like enragingly hot. Like it actually gets worse. Right. So it's only momentary. And people think by drinking more milk, like, oh, it's going to help. It'll help. No, because it sits heavy in your stomach and probably you'll barf.
Right. Not a good mixture for sure.
Not good. And then water definitely doesn't help. It just mixes the oil around.
Well, I brought some twisted tea. That might help.
Some people say that alcohol also does help, which, I mean, essentially it kind of makes sense too. But really what we like to give people at our storefront are dum-dum suckers. So just some sugar. Like,
well, there's sugar.
Yeah, sugar.
I've never tried that, but that's a great idea.
Yeah, that's what they use in India. Like in Indian restaurants, they'll give you like a spoonful of sugar if it's too hot.
That makes sense.
It's cool. And they have some pretty hot food too.
Yes, they do.
I wonder if they're serving some PuckerButts
I
there.
hope they do.
They probably are.
We're worldwide, man. I hope so.
So cool. It's so cool that it's from Fort Mill, South Carolina, our hometown.
Right. Ed's a master. Well, kind of let's talk through some of this stuff, because we at the end of the show, we're going to let you guys know where you can find Heather, where you can find PuckerButt, and some of the other things. But we're going to walk through the mild to wild with y'all.
Turn it around the switch.
Sure. There you go. All right. So what we have here is we have what's called honey half note. And this is a really cool little sauce. It is actually honey and cinnamon and some jalapeno peppers. So it's very mild. It's odd because you think like, ooh, it's a cinnamon sauce. That sounds a little weird, but it actually goes really good on everything.
Okay.
We're going to make you try that one.
I will try it.
Yes.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but I will.
I love it. And then we have our Verde medium.
Ooh, okay.
Hot sauce. Now, this is not a classic Verde. Ed did this kind of special. We actually dubbed this like a turkey Verde because it's got sage in it.
Okay.
Ooh,
and
okay.
it's just a really nice green sauce. It's a green Verde style sauce. It's very garlicky. It's got the vinegar twang to it, but it is a medium.
That sounds like something we could like stuff our turkey with for Thanksgiving.
I think that we should try it.
Like we inject it.
Oh yeah, like you can. This should be on your Thanksgiving table.
Okay, awesome. Well, we're gonna get some for Thanksgiving.
Verde on your Thanksgiving table.
I also love
advice
it.
from Heather.
Yes, and it's so delicious on eggs, scrambled eggs.
Okay,
for sure. Same with this one. This is our smokin' sriracha. Ooh. So now we're moving up in heat. So we got a mild, we got a medium. This is also medium, and this is the very, very I want to say it's garlicky, but it's not super sweet like some of the srirachas. So it's got a little bit more savory quality to it. But you're looking at definitely habanero heat. Getting up there to like habanero and Scotch bonnet. So it's like a medium to like a high medium.
I love this shell because there's like little droplets of heat on the front, and so depending on which one, like she's saying mild and then she's saying this is a medium one, they've got colored in. So I'm kind of excited. That way you can't mistake it. So I can't like say Carrie. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And I created these little labels.
You did very good.
Oh, so cute.
My marketing gal.
Love it. Okay. So now we're getting crazy. This is Gator. This is our OG Pepper X sauce. So this is one of the first sauces Ed developed with Pepper X in it.
Wow.
Before Pepper X got its record. So this, if you want the real true flavor of Pepper X, because it is not available to try, not available for sale, the seeds are not available.
Okay.
This sauce is where you'll get it. You'll really get the true flavor. And for me, if you eat a lot of spicy, you can build your heat tolerance or your spice tolerance to where you can actually start to pick out the flavor that's in the sauce, where it's not just fire for you.
Right.
You know? So for me, X itself is like a very bright citrusy pepper with a intense slow burn that elevates.
Okay.
Right? Whereas our Reaper is a violent pepper. I call it violent. It just likes to punch you in the face and then just continue to burn.
Good advice for everybody out there. So if you're one of those crazy, I got to try the hottest, so you're saying it's that one.
So I'm saying, well, heat is subjective. So sometimes, like for instance, something you would think is super mild, you would think is very, very hot. Same with peppers. So some people have a better tolerance for hotter peppers than they do other peppers. Like I can eat a scorpion pepper with no problem. I like the flavor, but it's extremely hot. Whereas I do not like habanero peppers. And they're way less hot than a scorpion pepper, and I just don't like them.
It's like your taste buds just don't like that one.
Yeah, no. Okay. It's like I don't like because it's like a immediate burn,
right?
And it dissipates fairly quickly. But it's not my vibe. So, but this one is Ed's Special Reserve. This is one of his favorite sauces. It's one of the hottest sauces we make, and Ed puts this on everything. And I'm over here like, no.
I would imagine he has a pretty high tolerance, though, as well.
He does. He does our tincture drops like every single day. It's totally insane. So this has our Pepper X in it, but it's also got several other different peppers. So it's a nice pepper blend. And the reason it burns so hot is because of those different peppers coupled with X, because every pepper burns differently. Some hit the front end, some hit the back end, some are a delayed burn and a long burn. So
wow.
You're getting a real mouth punch right there.
It's so interesting. I never knew this about peppers.
I know. I like it. Well, you talked about, he created 80 sauces this year. So what all is available through PuckerButt Pepper Company now?
Honestly, you can pretty much try any of those sauces. So if you come to our storefront in Fort Mill, we're located in Kingsley, you can try any sauce that we have in store. We have a sauce fridge and a sauce bar, so you can sample any one of our sauces, and if you love it, you can buy it right then and there. And we, like I had said, Ed kind of went around the world with the flavors, so really we have something for everyone. We've got just our classic, Tabasco style sauces where it's just a chili sauce. It's like the peppers and vinegar where Ed likes to call it a purist sauce, like where
That's your Texas Pete, right?
it's just the peppers and vinegar. And then we have sauces like our unique garlic, which it's a super hot sauce, but it is so garlicky. It's like a super hot marinara that you could dip garlic knots in to.
Yum.
We have a Thai coconut sauce. We have a plum style. Trying to think of, we have an apricot, which is on hot ones.
That sounds good. The apricot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen people put like cream cheese and then they put this kind of sauce on top of it, like one of those
Yes.
apricot ones or something that's got the plum flavor, sweeter flavor.
Yeah, so Ed made a sauce years and years ago when he first started out called Peyton's Hot Strawberry. That's one of those ones you put on cream cheese and crackers. And it's mild. It's only jalapeno heat, but it gets a showcase every year at our strawberry festival.
Right, there you go.
And it's an awesome sauce.
I love it. Well, okay, so now we've got people inspired about peppers and the health benefits and all this.
Hope so.
What tips do you have for the listeners out there to tiptoe into some spice?
My tip, and I tell everyone this, is just don't be afraid, and you don't have to try the hottest. You don't have to try the hottest right away. I would say start soft and try something like with jalapeno. Like try one of our mild sauces and see if you like it. If you really, really, really don't like heat, I would say maybe do just a very little bit, and always do it with food, because in our store, you can try it just on a spoon. So you're getting the full flavor and the full heat of the sauce. But anytime you put any hot sauce on food, whatever type of food it is, it's definitely going to mitigate the heat a little bit. It could be a lot, depending on what the food is. Like, for instance, one of our crazy sauces that we make for the show, Hot Ones, which we make. So we make the classics for the show, and we make all of the last dabs, which are the first sauce in their lineup and the last sauce.
Wow.
So one of the last dabs, which is my favorite last dab, it's called Triple X. It's got almost like an Indian curry vibe. And if you mix it with sour cream, you can dollop that on like fajitas and tacos.
Nice.
And it dulls the heat, but it still has that flavor. It's got a nice little bite to it. So the heat's not totally gone. But it's stuff like that you can play around with. So don't be afraid. Please don't be afraid. Just try it. YOLO. YOLO. Okay. I'm showing my age. YOLO.
I love it. So where can people find you if they're looking for more information or they want to make a purchase?
Okay. If you would like to make a purchase, you can find us online anytime. We are at www.PuckerButtPepperCompany.com, and all of our stuff is available on there. We are just now about to debut our amazing gift packs that I have designed.
That's
a great idea. Really excited. So, and you're going to be able to. There are several different sets. There's like a grilling set. There's a sauce and spice set, so you can mix our hot sauces. And we also make spices. So for like barbecue rubs, steak seasonings, chicken seasonings, things like that. And so you'll be able to kind of have a nice little goodie box with all your stuff that you want.
Now, this Netflix show.
Yes.
What is the Netflix show so people can check that out too?
The Netflix show is, it's called We Are the Champions, and it's a really cool, like, docuseries about all of these, like, very crazy, strange, interesting contests all around the world. Right. And Ed, being the king of the, hottest peppers, had this international chili contest, so we're episode number 2.
Okay.
I highly recommend watching episode number 1, too.
Okay.
Only because, again, girl power, and it's the cheese wheel.
Ooh,
down the hill.
Favorite.
And you know what I'm talking about?
I've
where
seen
they
this.
roll that down the
and then
hill?
it's kind of like, people run down the hill to catch the cheese.
They ragdoll themselves.
Yes. I mean, there's people that are like dropping like flies and beating each other to get to this cheese roll that they throw down the hill to catch.
It's crazy. Like they actually, what's so funny is they can't stop it from happening. They've tried. The government has tried to stop it because people just ragdoll themselves down this cliff and they get hurt. And so they're just like, well, I guess we're just going to roll with it and hopefully nobody, dies. And so this girl won. This girl had won several years in a row. And so like, I was like, yes. So Yes, definitely check it out.
We are the champions. I'm going to check it out. Episode 1 and 2.
Yes.
And you can also find her on YouTube at Heat 101. So if y'all want to learn all about it, her and her husband do a phenomenal job walking us through it.
Thank you. Yeah, we have a lot of fun. We just, compete and just tell the world about all of these amazing sauce companies and stuff. And then Smokin' Ed Curry, my boss, the man, the myth, the legend. He hates when I say that, so I say it to him all the time.
Excellent.
He has his YouTube channel as well, which he does giveaways and all kinds of stuff.
Cool.
So yeah, if you also would like to try some sauces, Ed is super generous and he does giveaways on his channel all the time.
All
so
right.
definitely check it out. It's Smokin' Ed Curry.
Smokin' Ed Curry.
Ed Curry. Well, this has been amazing. Thank you so much for the information, Heather. I love this.
I'm ready to go get hot and spicy, aren't
Yeah,
you?
let's try this out.
I love it.
Well, thanks y'all for joining us here on Fearless and Unfiltered. If you want more information, drop us. First of all, smash the subscribe button.
Yes, please.
Drop us a comment down there. Let us know the hottest pepper you've ever tried.
Yeah.
And if you guys are interested in trying some of the PuckerButt, we might be able to get one out to you as well. So thanks again for joining us. We'll see you around on the next time.
Thanks for hanging out with us on Fearless and Unfiltered. If you laughed, learned, or loved it, smash that subscribe button. Share this episode with a friend and be sure to join us for the next real, raw, and fearless conversation.
Remember, life's too short to play small, so stay fearless, stay unfiltered, and keep showing up with your badass self.